Again, I'll just go and buy a grip tape at a sporting goods store.
And we're back. Hello everyone. Forbidden Lands, Raven's Purge campaign continues. We are at session 28, I believe. Oh my god. Session 28. Almost up to 30.
28. Yep. Ooh.
Let's go 30. Well, all right. I am your friendly GM, Mikael Hellstrom. And who are the friendly players of this brutal and horrifying game? Let's start from the left on the screen as usual.
Hey folks, Josh LaPointe playing Brainard, the half-elf sorcerer.
Hey guys, I'm Jessica Lapointe, and I am playing Frida, the Bloody Demon Slayer Wolfkin Fighter.
You're muted, Chris, or something. I can't hear you.
Am I muted? I was muted. Chris Fougere. I play Soren, the human hunter, who is miraculously still alive after last week.
And I am Michael B. Berthium, playing Celestial Passage, the druid who apparently ran into a tree last game while he was unavailable.
Exactly. A shout out to Hellhag Productions for these lovely overlays and the tokens, the player tokens that you see there. Yeah, this show is rated R. This is Western meets fantasy, if directed by Quentin Tarantino. Expect lots of blood. Expect people that might be absolutely terrible to each other in various ways. But there is some lights in the darkness as well. Of course, B wasn't here last time, so now you can't do the synopsis. This is a break of tradition. This is like 2 times in a row because, of course, he couldn't do it last time either. So who's going to do the synopsis?
All I remember is getting shot and stabbed a bunch as we rescued some humans from some wolfkin who were going to be sacrificing them. Brainer and Frida led a majority of the wolfkin away on a hunt to find something suitable, which is when Soren and the NPCs rescued the humans. In the end, though, it may or may not have been for naught because Brainer and Frida sent some Rust brothers off to a village. Some wolfkin off to a village. We sent the humans off to the same village. They're probably going to end up dead just the same, and it was all for naught.
This is possible.
Stupid racist humans.
Yeah.
Well, that goes without saying.
I noticed you said human twice in that sentence.
Yeah.
Other than that, we continued our way south through the mountains, hoping to perhaps find another one of these elvish rubies that we've been seeking.
Exactly. And you're not alone. You have 2 people with you. You have Galame and India, who are currently accompanying you. And in fact, one of whom, that was Nindia, if I recall correctly, who saved Soren's life last time by defeating those wolfkin in a duel with her scimitar and dagger. Apparently, she's very good at dual-wielding weapons.
It was a bad time.
Yeah, you just owe her your life. It's not a problem at all. No, you made it across the mountains and into the valley beyond, along the Begrand River. And who knows what can happen here? Who knows indeed? That's pretty much where we left off. Quick summary of it was. Yeah, I'm very pleased to see that Soren is still with us. But yes, you have entered. You've made camp, and Soren made an excellent camp on the plains there, where you can see the river glittering in the distance, not too far away. And we're getting to the night shift. If I recall correctly, you had followed the typical routine of one of the group sleeping during Soren's making camp, and now wasn't that Celestial as usual? Isn't it Celestial who usually takes the night shift?
Yeah, it usually takes one of them.
Yeah. So there we are. I suppose it is time for the first roll of the evening, to scout to see if you can see anything bad approaching on these plains in the night, as the
And the
month
blah,
is
blah,
about
blah.
to end. so you probably can. If something bad comes this way. It seems to be, in fact, a calm and quiet night, which makes everyone quite pleased, because you wake in the morning, rested, and this is, in fact, spring turn. This is a holiday. You're on a holiday now. One of the great celebrations of the year. If you had been in a village, this would be the day for that.
Weird. It's like that's the reason we had to try and get people away from wolves.
Yes, exactly. And you did. So they are not being eaten now. But yeah, this is you've been traveling together now for almost a full month. Seems like much longer, but it's been an eventful month. An eventful some 40 days together, I think. 35, something like that. You've been crisscrossing across the lands.
Almost like we're friends.
Almost. I don't know if any of you want to mark the day in any particular way. I don't think anyone... Possibly Celestial is the one who is actually paying attention to the gods. Possibly also Frida, actually. She's respectful of Rust and Heem.
Frida will... she will hunt something.
That seems reasonable, yeah.
She will sacrifice some kind of small game, something easy to pick off.
Mm-hmm.
Celestial will do a more of a land blessing is as the sun rises on spring rise. He'll have already gotten everything together, so most of the party wakes up to him with a small circle around him. He stones set up to catch the rising sun as he first drops some water into the center of the circle and then cuts himself while chanting, praying to the gods of the land themselves as he beseeches blessing on the land and the season.
Yeah, I'm sure he's speaking to Clay and Flo, probably.
Clay and Flo.
Seems very reasonable. The two gods that are really the life-giving gods. More so than many others, if you will. Though air has a role to play, bringing rains, of course.
As air brings life into my lungs, and Clay and Flo have my blood flow with life, and I give back to the land and pray for the best.
Nindia and Galame will join you in this ceremony and pay their respects to the gods. Probably more Nindia than Galame, but Galame does it as well. Just to, show their devotion, and also probably because they're like looking around on the lands and just being worried about where you are.
Frida's little ceremony is obviously separate from Celestials and looks very different. Yeah, very different. She almost looks angry at the like little squirrel that she's sacrificing, and it's like, why the hell is Frida playing with a squirrel?
Frida hates squirrels.
I mean, it's. I'm thinking that part of the celebration from the Wolfkin point of view is that when spring comes, prey will become more abundant. The prey will start having cubs of their own, offspring of their own, and that means more prey for you.
Yeah, bigger, easier to foil because they've got cubs attached to them, so they're
Yeah.
easier to slow down, easier to track, and they're bigger after just having cubs and having a long winter of fattening up.
It's a celebration of anticipation for the Wolfkin. We're not
And the
quite
cubs.
at the good hunting season yet, but it's coming, Wolfkin. It's coming, and we know it.
But the cubs who survive will remember it and become harder prey, testing you
Mm-hmm.
to further your own strength.
And that might be something to mark full turn with. Who knows?
Soren's observational holiday is a lot of getting up, going like, looks like it might be rain. You guys ready?
Rainer will also very much not worship or give thanks on this month end or
Hey,
spring turn.
If nothing else, I'm just trying to get as much blessing as possible to avoid the fucking brothers.
You are ostensibly in Rust Brother lands for sure. Though this part, who knows? You haven't seen any sign of anyone living out here yet. It's a bit cloudy today, mostly clear. And again, you can feel, I mean, it's definitely more comfortable temperature-wise now than it was when you started your journeys. Instead of having freezing degrees in the morning when you have to crack open little puddles of water or that thin layer of water that has turned to ice on the top of the bucket just to get to the water that you can use to wash yourselves. That's not a thing anymore. It's warm enough now to have it may be chilly water in the morning, but it's never freezing over anymore.
That's brisk. That's how you know you're alive.
Indeed. It seems like Brennar will have to refill his flask at some point in the not too distant future. Certain NPCs will have their meals as well.
Can't remember, a 2 is a failure, correct?
Yes, it goes down one step then.
Okay. And are we right next to the river?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're probably somewhere in the middle of the hex.
I think it only goes down on a 1.
Is it both 1 and 2? We can double check that. I think it's a 1 and 2, but let's have a quick look. Consumables. There we go. When you get a 1 and 2, yes.
Oh, 1 and 2. Good to know.
Which is why the D6s are so tricky. All right. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. I had a 1 on the food for Galame, who is thus out of food. No, I already checked it down from a D8 to a D6. I'm sorry. I got confused. Okay. So what is the plan for the day for these adventures? You've had your breakfast. You have paid your respects to the gods, at least in a as Spartan a fashion as you can out on these plains. You can see a fair distance here. You've left the foothills. You're out in the proper plains by now.
Okay, so the place we're looking for down here is Weatherstone?
Yes, says Nindia. That is, I believe, what you were looking for, and I'm fine with looking for it too.
Do we know, is Weatherstone like a ruin, a town, a village, a mine? Does anybody know?
Not really, she says. It was said to be some kind of fortress, maybe?
It used to be a stronghold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know if it still is.
Well, odds are, if there's a stronghold, it's probably built along the river or along the edge of the mountains. Those are the logical places it would be.
Yes, I would probably be true, she says, without being absolutely certain. I'm not a noble, so I wouldn't know where you would put a castle.
It's also hard to say what condition it would be in, because the legend has it was a fortress that fell against Ziggafur.
I was just gonna say, do we know if it would have been, if it's likely in ruin?
It'll probably be partially standing, partially in ruins, similar to the castle over Grindbone.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Esgar used to say, says Galame, is that it's basically a ruin open for the taking, and there should be a great treasure in there. That's what he said.
Right. If I remember correctly, we had said that once we're on this side of the mountain, we were going to just take a day or so to kind of replenish our food stocks and everything.
Yep, that's exactly what you were talking about.
So we may as well do that before moving on.
That's good with me, says Ninja and Galame. They both
I agree.
have dwindling stocks of supplies. They're down to their D6s now in both food and water. Very well then. Should someone stay in the camp and watch it while others go and hunt? Galame is very happy to offer his services for hunting.
Yeah, I don't think we want to let our camp be unguarded.
I can remain behind. I still have full stocks at the moment anyway.
And just to refresh my memory, there, Celestial, you can use like deer parts and bear parts.
Yes.
Anything else?
Trying to think of what you might be able to collect.
Like if I bring you back a foxtail, is that any good to you, or like a rabbit's paw?
Claws and teeth, bear claw, claw or teeth. Horn of a deer. No, unfortunately, that's maybe some fish.
Yeah, I'm not a fisherman.
No, I didn't think so.
I don't even have a rod, says Galame.
Bird's claw.
Okay. Well, we'll see what we find, but we'll try to keep an eye open for anything you might need.
Certainly.
Even if you find a sick animal along the way.
Yeah. And Brainard, you don't use any animal parts, do you?
If you find a sick animal along the way.
Like bring it back still sick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brain, are you going to go foraging?
Galame looks a bit grossed out at that.
You
Yes,
get
and
used to it.
I can forage.
Well, if you come across any healing herbs. I know they're not your your cup of tea.
Tea. All right. Galame, are you good at foraging as well, or just hunting?
Yeah, no, I'm no, darn it. Sorry. No, I mostly hunt, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll stay here and help Celestial with the camp. I feel like too many cooks in the kitchen.
Well, I was thinking we could split into a foraging party and a hunting party.
That's not a bad idea.
Do you want me on one or the other?
Which are you better at?
Killing things?
Okay.
Not finding the animal, just killing it.
Who here is surprised by that statement? No one. Excellent.
Well, I will take Frida with me then to go hunting.
Okay.
And are we looking to forage for water or vegetables? I am currently pretty low on my water.
Let's get water then, because I noticed
What's
one
a
of
good
the
idea?
one of the others here, their canteen is looking pretty empty too.
I thought we were near a lake.
Excellent.
The river is a couple hours away still.
I still got to
Okay.
go forage for it.
Can you do both?
Not unless, well, all depends on how long we want to stay here.
Okay.
And
Well,
mechanically, I
we're
don't think
still
I can
gonna
actually forage twice in the same square.
We're gonna need another half day for me to cook whatever it is we get.
It's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna take today just to kind of get resituated.
Okay.
So maybe we can find some like good stiff trees that Frida can practice charging at until she gets that down.
I was also see, I was looking at the what was it called? Sword fighter talent?
Yeah.
Also looks really good for me. It adds extra dice to both my attack and my parries.
It does. Yes.
Not that I need extra dice, but it always
What
helps.
do you mean? Everybody always needs extra dice.
Alright.
So, all right. So I guess hunters go out to hunt. Yalame will go out and hunt separately, I suppose.
Right. +1 die for Frida helping. Right.
Oh, to Galame? Yes. Okay.
And I don't have my bear trap anymore because that was on my horse.
Alas. Or are you getting the +1, or is Galame getting the +1?
I'm taking Frida with me.
Okay. That is not a success.
I have one more die from Frida
Ah,
because I forgot to include that in.
meanwhile, Galame succeeds in finding something. How about that?
Someone's gotta.
Yeah. I'm not sure Soren wants to push that, but maybe he does.
Looks like he considered it,
He did.
but without that other extra skill survival still.
Yeah. It is really not Soren's day today.
It
Good
is
thing we're not traveling.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what kind of prey Galame finds. Oh, it's a 4. That means, in fact, a fox. How about that? I will shoot the fox with the longbow at a -1 because foxes are hard to shoot. Really?
We may spend the rest of our lives hunting here.
Exactly. I'm gonna push that just because I can. There we go. Well, at least we killed ourselves a fox. We now
If
have
I,
3 meat and 1 pelt. But also the longbow was damaged in the attempt. It's a good thing we have a bowyer in the group, isn't it?
If I spend a willpower to use my scent, my scent ability to track something, can I give another die to Soren?
No.
Or another
work like
attempt?
that. It doesn't work like that. Maybe
Okay.
you didn't find any prey at all that you could, or maybe the prey you found was always out of range.
Okay.
Walking around out here, you will notice that it is a fairly desolate land. There's still greens around here, but this is the plains, and you can see far enough. And the further west you look, the browner the lands get, instead of verdant green, which it should be at this time of year. But at least you got yourselves a fox, or Galame got yourself a fox. So that's something. Yay.
Right. And then I'll go hunting on the second quarter day as well. I don't know if Frida wants to start cooking up the fox meat or not.
Yeah, probably she will. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I will start cooking the
There we go. That's a better situation. Oh, that's his Brennar
That
foraging.
is for my forage.
Yep. That's 2. Oh wait, have you done the negative modifier for spring?
I have not.
Okay. I'm sorry to bring this to you, but
No, that's fine.
-1 for spring.
So I get a +1 for my herbalism, so I'm just going to do this straight. Is that fine with you?
Yes, that's fine. There you go.
And yeah, I'm going to bush.
Mm-hmm. There you go. You find
Water is
in
water.
fact, edible roots or
Oh,
some such.
Water.
Oh, that was for water?
Yep.
Then you have found water for everyone. Everyone can fill their canteens to a D12. And I think some people are happier about that than others because they were down to a D6.
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Brennar, they say. Afternoon, I suppose. There will be more hunting.
There we go.
That's better. Roll a d6 to see what kind of prey you find. That's not terribly impressive. It's a crow.
I will shoot it.
Shoot it.
It's apparently scaring things off for you, Soren. Sorry.
Yeah, it might have been the case, eh?
The hell?
Well, let's get those terrible die rolls out of the way now.
There we go.
Yeah, the crow is dead now. I guess you slipped a little bit with the bowstring and then you got the good grip and just nailed it through the head. So most of the meat is edible and stuff.
Excellent.
1 meat for that.
Perfect. And I do remember Celestial said something about bird claws as well. So
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay, we'll see how Galame's afternoon hunting goes then. It works. Let's roll a d6. See what kind of prey. Ooh, look at that. This is like a deer. That's what we've been looking for, isn't it? I'll shoot the deer. Galame will shoot the deer. With his slightly busted up bow. And it works. That means that in the evening, Galame brings home a deer across the shoulders and smiles intensely at how successful his hunting day really has been. 5 meat and 3 pelts for that. Which has to be cooked in the evening, though. Can't be cooked in the afternoon. Because he's not bringing it home in the afternoon. Is Brennar doing any foraging in the afternoon?
I didn't think I could forge the same score twice.
Oh, you foraged here before? Let's see.
For water.
But that's you've been looking for water, yes.
You're foraging for 2 different things. Does it still count?
Mm.
Yeah, I think. Let's see now. I'm looking for water success. I can't see. If you want to make separate rolls, several adventurers can forage at the same time. If you want to make separate rolls, you can't forage in the same location, which means, but that doesn't mean that you're in the same hex, right? It just means that you go off in 2 different places in the same hex. The point would be that the mishap would affect you individually, right? So.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're all good.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find any vegetables then. So
Yeah.
this has already got my negative for it being spring and my positive from herbalism, which nets it out.
Yeah. In just a month, you'll be out of spring. That is a success. You have found. This time it's roots, right? Roots and I don't know, some old berries that have survived the winter. Maybe what is an early spring
Greens.
plant that you can
Salad
eat?
greens.
Salad greens. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Dandelions.
Dandelions
that
is
would work.
probably super
Yeah.
common, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably exactly the right season for that. Yes. There will be dandelion tea tonight in the camp.
Yep.
Soren just comes back and tosses the crow down and then heads to bed. Fuck this day.
But it's a
Brainerd, can
holiday.
you use the feathers for your bowing?
Yeah, totally. I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Galame is, I need to get my bow fixed.
Hey, Brainerd, can you make me a necklace out of the skull?
Sure, I'm just gonna open up Brainer's shops of random repair.
Well, you have tanning. I assume you know how to treat a skull as well.
So, can I repair a bow without my tools?
I think you might be able to.
'Cause I know I need my tools and materials to craft it from net new. I just don't know if I
Yeah.
can fix it with.
That's a good question. I can't remember having looked at that too carefully. Because I think there is a difference between repairing and making new. Let's have a look at the crafting skill. It should say it, right? Repair. Repairing a broken item generally takes a few hours and a successful crafting roll. Advanced items require specific talents to repair. Simple items are items anyone can make and repair with a crafting skill, while advanced items require specific talents to make or repair. Okay, so if it requires that talent to make it, so bowyer will be needed to repair the bow as well. But you have that, so you can do that.
Cool. So yeah, so I will
But
fix the longbow.
The tools.
Yeah. So if that's the case, I'll probably fix the longbow first before trying to do anything with the skull.
Sounds good. Yeah, Galame will definitely appreciate that.
Frida will make a nice venison stew. Roast
Everybody
the
will be
crow
very
for
happy.
some chicken later.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make, that's 8 items of food. No, even with the 2, it's 10 items of food. So you all have food for 2 days now. And you've all eaten already today, so tomorrow and the next day, you'll be fine. That's pretty successful for a hunting trip, isn't it?
And when it's fresh, if anybody needs empathy.
Yes, indeed. I think everybody's freshly rested, though, so... yeah. The only one who has... though, I think... Yeah, there's some agility damage to Soren and Galame, I think.
Yep. Soren isn't even getting up for lunch. He's had it with this day.
Yeah. On the other hand, he doesn't have to make camp, so there's that. And so this day of spring turn is going to an end. The gods have apparently blessed you with plenty of prey and food to eat today. Maybe Celestial's libations worked. Maybe Galame, being half-elf just as Celestial, was in tune, and he was present for the ritual, so maybe that blessing was bestowed on him on his hunting trip. Who knows?
I'll never tell.
Rainer is going to stay up over the course of the evening to fix the bow.
Yep. And so you do. It has been fixed. Galame is very happy and appreciates that a lot. As good as new, he says. Very good work. Thank you, Brenner. I appreciate this.
Breakfast is delicious.
Oh, yes. It will be. It will be indeed. And so you come to the first day of Springwain. And yeah, this is the morning of. We're in a new month, everyone.
Woo!
You made it. You survived the month.
Oh,
The spring rise.
at least winter is almost behind us.
Yes. Yes, indeed it is, says Galame, and he seems very pleased with this, because, well, summer means better hunting. Nindia is also pleased with it. Now, says Galame, if I remember Esgar's talk correctly, he said that the fortress in question would be somewhere by the springs or around the springs of the river that runs north of the mountains and joins with the wash. So that would be northwest from here.
So back to the other side of the mountains.
Not necessarily. It was supposed to be on this side of the mountains.
Okay. Well, we will follow the river along then. Are we good to go? We have enough food there, Frida?
Oh, everybody's just...
We should be good for a couple of days at least.
Okay.
I think everybody's enjoying a lot this breakfast because this is like some kind of stew with venison, bird meat, dandelions for garnish, if you will, and it's just maybe Frida even has a little box of salt in her belongings to make it extra tasty.
Probably. I did have a kitchen at one point. I don't know if I left it on the horse or not, but I would probably kept the spices with me.
Yeah, I would figure so. I mean, it's going to be tiny items, right? So you just sprinkle it over, and it just tastes. This is so much better than hardtack and dried fruit.
Yeah.
Galame is positively shining and has a big smile on his lips.
It's
That
pretty
is
good.
very good. I like this food. Best I've had in a long time, he says.
Wolf King can cook?
It's the best I had since we raided that wedding.
Right? I don't know. The griffin was pretty good. I thought the griffin came after that.
It did.
It
That's
did.
what I'm saying. It's the best I've had since the wedding.
Well, weddings and griffins. I
Beast meat's an acquired taste at best.
Mm-hmm.
You ate griffin?
It was delicious. We sold quite a bit of it, actually.
You-
Made a lot of money off that.
Very similar to chicken.
Like a really gamey chicken.
I. Okay.
Don't judge. I've eaten worse.
All right, so we're ready to set off then, folks?
Yes, we are. Backpacks
Indeed.
at the ready, and Galame bow in hand.
What are we doing with the pelts? And Brainer points to the pile in the corner.
How long does it take to
Those
dry
are
them?
heavy.
Quarter day.
I have things I could do in a quarter day.
Sorry.
They also
Yeah.
weigh a lot. A pelt is not necessarily easy to carry. Let's have a look. Raw materials, a pelt weighs how much again? It weighs, I believe it weighs 1 for each that you carry. So that's 8 in weight, if I'm not completely correct.
I think I can carry it.
I'm not completely wrong. It's heavy stuff. All right, if you want to cure them.
Yeah, if
You want to
you
take the morning
want.
to do that?
It may as well. It's better than leaving him here to rot.
Brenner
Okay.
is no longer sleepy. I don't know. It was
Well-
clicked as it
Oh,
was
sleepy because I stayed up overnight fixing the bow.
Oh, right. It was all night? Okay.
Yep.
I thought it was the evening.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
thought I was only taking the evening stuff for you.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the sleepy off then.
You don't have sleepy if you had a critical injury and the gem was helping you recover.
Exactly. Tanning. And that didn't work out at all, unfortunately.
Rainer's gonna let them all burn. I'm not even gonna re-roll that.
Nah.
Nope.
You spent a quarter day and it didn't turn out at all this time. For once.
Yep.
Okay.
That's too bad.
There's no danger in there whatsoever. He's just like, fuck it, I'm done.
Well, that's too bad. Ripped them, says Galame.
Well, it happens. I will spend that quarter day just resting.
I will spend it learning the sword fighting talent.
You can. Oh, sword fighting talent. Then you have to roll your wits.
I do.
Because it is a new talent to learn.
I'll spend my quarter day improving to Fast Shooter 2.
Which you don't have to roll for, because you already have the talent. Oh, look at that!
Yes.
Good for you, Frida.
Apparently, I'm so good with swords anyway. I just pick it up automatically.
Indeed. It's just a thing you have an affinity with swords. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think
She's
I
gonna
add
be-
the first point is adding a +1 to both my parries and my attacks.
I will give you the talent in question. I have it among the gear. So sword fighter, right?
Yes.
There you go. Boop.
No, I already have that one. Oh, there it is. It definitely complements the paths that I have really well.
Yes, it does. +1 to attack and parry, as long as you have a sword.
Yeah.
And level 2 is slash 2 enemies with your sword with a single action.
Yep.
So that's 2 attacks.
And level 3 gives me another artifact die
Yeah.
on top of what Malagarn already gives me.
That's just you're gonna be a beast one day, as if you're not already.
Right? Very soon.
Mhm.
Very soon. And I still have enough XP to pick up charge.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I
so you're
will,
standing there by the camp and just swinging Malagarn around. Malagarn doesn't seem to be terribly impressed. You're not, hitting
Killing
anything and making it bleed. But you're starting to feel, really good with this longsword.
It's almost
Swords
like an
are your
extension of my arm.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I'll give Celestial some tips on how to slightly widen the notches on his arrows and stuff like that to enable him to shoot faster.
Mm.
Oh, excellent. Tips are always good.
Yep. Nindia and Galame are I guess they get caught up in the moment and are practicing their own things as everybody else is doing weapon practice, waiting for Brennar to finish up when failing completely with the pelts.
Everyone's
Use the
expecting
time for everybody else.
Exactly.
Everyone's expecting Brainard to finish up. No one's looked over to see he just basically threw them in the fire.
You could have pushed that.
I could have, and with my luck, I don't want wits damage going into gosh knows what's.
That's a point.
Alrighty, so we're ready to start make our way to the river and follow it along.
We're ready.
Or
says
follow the
Galame and
river, or
Nindia.
follow the mountain foothills.
Yep.
We could.
Well, you don't have any place to wade across the river, so it's pretty much going into the mountains. Soren leads the way.
Nice and relaxing to be on the road again.
Yes. It's there we're going, right?
Yes.
I thought as much. The Celestial is looking over everything with the spyglass as you move into the mountains that are blocking your way path onwards. Ah, yes. A chat message there for you.
I see another cairn nearby.
Sorry, another what?
Cairn.
Like,
Your folk.
Okay.
Standing stones.
sorry,
Sometimes
brain heard the wrong Karen.
sometimes marks the site of the dead, sometimes marks territory.
That was a Jessica, not a Frida. Sorry.
I see werewolves, and they're gathered around with their pharaoh friends.
Werewolves. They're wolves.
Who wolves?
Yeah.
Why wolves? The worst kind.
All right, well, I'm done protecting stupid, so let's just avoid these ones.
I'm good with that.
Agreed.
Very well. It is, of course, the afternoon. That's, as you're marching, that will take the whole afternoon. So, are you going to make camp here in the mountains, or are you going to press on into the dusk to get into the next hex? Either, wherever you want to go, north, northwest, south.
I think we can make camp as long as we're far enough away from the other wolves.
Yeah. How many hexes do we get in this terrain?
One, because it's rough terrain.
Okay.
Mountains.
Yeah, there's no sense in marching on into the darkness.
Yeah.
What? The darkness here is so nice and benign.
This game doesn't have magic missile, man. It's not the same.
I take it then that Soren will be making some camp while someone is resting?
Yep.
Rest.
I will borrow the tent again.
Yes. And you make a camp in the mountains. That is fairly nice. And not too troublesome.
Can I attempt to practice charge while they are making camp?
You certainly can. It's a quarter day that you have to do whatever you want to.
Go
Okay,
get
I'm
that
gonna
tree.
do that
Get
then.
that tree.
Show that tree who's boss.
Nah, unless you want to push it.
I will push that because
Oh,
there's no
dear.
skulls right now.
Alas.
So Frida runs for a tree and misses. Not sure how I missed a tree, but I missed the tree.
Why did you look down when you ran at it?
As opposed to running at the tree and
Or
missing
limped
by
at
running
it in
straight
your
into
case. She's still hobbling about, right? She's still kind of.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
couldn't
thing.
quite get enough speed with
Ah,
the bum foot.
Yeah, that was the problem.
I saw it at that last moment. That tree moved.
It's true. We should keep an eye on that tree.
There are trees that can move, you know. That's what
We've
I
met
hear.
one.
I've never
met
seen
one.
one, but I hear that it can happen, says Galame.
We've met one. She was lovely.
You met a walking tree, says Ninja?
Yeah, she was great. She's quite kind.
You've been out and about, haven't you?
Yes.
You guys have been with us long enough. You should no longer be surprised by anything.
I suppose.
I am not called the Demon Slayer for nothing.
That's a fair point. And we even they even kind of saw you kill a demon in the swamp. Or that was actually Soren.
Rita's killed what, 3
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
I don't have any cool names, so
No.
Yeah, but I thought you liked to keep it that way.
absolutely I do.
So everyone will then go to bed, I suppose.
Yep.
While Celestial is keeping watch as per usual. It is his job in this team, if you will.
If you say so.
It is a quiet night. And as you were watching around, you imagine that you see something moving in the river by the moonlight. Something fairly large, but it's not nearly close enough to be any threat to any of you.
Good. No threat's a good thing.
Yep.
Hmm.
And so you all wake for a new day.
Alrighty. Well, today we'll try to make some distance today, I think.
Indeed. Everybody will have to drink some water because it's a day for that. But you still have food from Frida's cooking. Yeah, okay, so everybody's quenching their thirst. Celestial is drinking a lot this morning. Thirsty work staying up at night and keeping watch over the camp, isn't it?
Dry air.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that mountain air.
Yeah, it's the mountain air, exactly. For sure. All right, feel free to lead the way, Soren, says Galame. Is always interested in how Soren does this. Apparently, Galame is starting to look up to Soren as a great hunter.
Yeah, don't.
Or at least a great pathfinder. So where are you going this time?
We are continuing into that hex.
Indeed. And I'm guessing that Celestial will be the one keeping watch, as always. His half-elf eyes, what do they see with a spyglass?
Surely that's not a tree.
See everything.
You see everything. This is absolutely true. It's about mid-morning on this particular.
There's a canyon coming up ahead. It looks like there's a campfire at the mouth of it.
As we travel, as I lead the way, I am also going to spend the XP to pick up Fast Shooter level 3.
Because it counts as a rest, or?
Yes.
Oh,
Leading the way counts as resting for me.
it does. But can you pick up talents like that? Isn't that like isn't training a special?
You can spend XP when you're resting.
Oh, nice. Yeah, very meditative. Yeah, so Celestial mentions the campfire smoke.
We should probably check that out. Does it look like it's just like a small fire, or does it look like maybe if we're looking for what might be a settlement or the ruins of a fortress, can you tell at this distance?
There we go.
I can, yes. It's the smoke it's giving off. It's generally a smaller fire, much like we would have when we're cooking or eating.
Do we want to check it out, or do we want to try to skirt around it?
Well, the canyon could be the entrance to where we need to go as well.
It could.
So we might not have a choice. They might be friendly.
Yeah, it's possible.
We might be scary enough that they'll pretend to be friendly.
Nindia checks her equipment, scimitar, dagger, Galame, like...
Rita puts her hand on Malagar.
Stringed bow. We're ready.
Yeah, I mean...
Indeed. Would you want me to sneak up ahead, says Nindia? I'm pretty light on my feet.
Getting some eyes on couldn't hurt. On the plus side, my when I checked my bandages this morning, my stomach was no longer bleeding. So.
No, that's good.
So I'm ready to take some brand new wounds and scars.
Did you want Nindia to go up ahead and sneak up ahead and check things?
How I know you're stealthy, but how good is your eyesight?
Well, Celestial certainly has much sharper eyes than I do.
Yeah, but I don't think Celestial. I don't remember Celestial being as stealthy as you are.
This is probably true.
Not without enhancement.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe go take a look, see if you can tell, like, what are they? Are they wolfkin, dwarves, humans, Rust Brothers? And maybe see how many there are.
Yeah, whether or not we have to fight them or whether or not we can go in talking.
I'll go and check. She says. Yeah, she starts sneaking away ahead of the rest of you. And she is indeed quiet. I'm not gonna push that. Takes a little while for her to sneak away and get back to you guys, which shouldn't be terribly surprising because you're standing in a good long way away, so that no one can see you. You're not close enough to be detected. But she does come back after a while, and she's sort of making her way through the terrain, dodging between boulders, keeping a low profile, crouching all the way. And when she seems to feel like she's now far enough away to be detected, she straightens up a bit and moves up to you. I could only see one person there. It's been a camp. There's only one tent left out of several that I think have been pitched there, but there's only one person there, and he is snoring loudly with a hand very fondly cradling a bottle of what must have been very strong stuff.
So there's a drunkard, and they all left him there?
Yeah, I don't think they've been gone that long. Must have
That
camped
appears
here
to be
overnight.
the case.
You go wake them up and find out what's up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can take one drunk.
I would hope so. Unless he's a drunken master, and that would be interesting too.
I would hope he is not, says Ninja. Ken checks her scimitar and the dagger. She's ready to draw. But yeah, you move up ahead, and sure enough, just as she said, it's a camp at the start of, or was a camp at the start of Canyon. There's still the campfire smoldering there with plumes of smoke coming up. Not too many logs on the fire anymore. It's mostly ashes and half pieces of logs that are still intact but are not burning that much more anymore. Which is why there's so much smoke coming up right now. It's just the dying embers and all. And yeah, you can hear at a distance, in fact, from the tent, that small tent pitched, a very large and in that,
Oh,
just
please let me wake him up.
in that
Please?
opening of the tent, there is someone, human, with a scraggly beard, cradling a bottle that is it's opened. There's some slush left in the bottom, if you will.
Please let me wake the fuck up.
I don't see anyone else going up
Go
to
ahead.
you.
So I go over and I kind of kick the guy's feet. Wake up! I lean in real close. Good morning.
He's just looking up.
Calm down, I'm not gonna eat you. My friends and I just found your camp.
You can see that a lot of spittle and drool that has gone down on his tunic.
It doesn't help that you sound so alluring when you say good morning.
Intentionally. It's just my voice. Oh, shit.
Who are you?
I'm
And
Frida.
Then he notices
this-
the rest of you. Frida, feel free to roll reputation because he spots you first.
Cool. Why is that not doing the thing? Am I supposed to do that? Oh, that's why. Oh, okay, that's why.
No, that's not it.
Nope, that's not it at all.
You roll, what is it? It's 5 base die, I think? Yeah, 5
Yeah.
base dice.
Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Or it could be skill dice too, it doesn't really matter. Ones don't matter in this case. There you go.
Hey, he's heard of me.
You are Frida the Demon Slayer, aren't you?
I am.
Frida the Demon Slayer. Out here. Rust be praised. Frida
Something like
the
that.
Demon Slayer here. Cheers. It must be my lucky day. It's almost empty. That's not so lucky. Wait until Esgar hears that I've met Frida the Demon Slayer.
This is new.
He's looking around. Wait a minute. He's kind of getting to his feet. Very unsteady feet. He's still drunk. You can feel the smell on his breath.
Yeah.
Where did they go?
I don't know. Your tent was empty when we got here.
They must have left me. What time? Looks up at the sky. Oh, they must have left early in the morning then. Oh dear.
So what are you and your friends out here looking for?
Oh, an old castle, and he points in towards the canyon. Aye, old castle, you see. It has a treasure. And that was the last of it, wasn't it? And a magic sword. That's what I hear, or that's what Esgar says anyway. The others are like, Esgar is already here? And he apparently has new companions. He's good at that, isn't he?
So what's the what magic is supposed to be bestowed on this amazing sword?
I don't know. It will kill people dead, I suppose. Like the swords of old, before the blood mist, you know, like the kings used to have, that kind of thing.
Did this sword have a name?
It was something with rust. Yes. It was blessed by rust, I think. Or was that yesterday? Yesterday was spring turn. We had a bit of a celebration, you see. I'm celebrating. I'm a very devoted servant of rust, you understand? Yes.
I can see.
Rust's
Well, why don't
blessings be
you,
upon you all.
Help us find your friends.
I can do that. I can do
We'll get
that.
you back to your party.
No, all parties must come to an end, mustn't they? I'm Rolk, by the way.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Rolk.
Yes.
You say that rather easily.
I learned to lie real well from Soren and Brainer.
Brandon doesn't lie that well.
And neither
90% of the time.
Neither do I. I genuinely don't like people.
Okay, well, I learned what not to do from you.
There you go.
That's
better.
probably much more accurate.
So,
You want me to lead the way?
Well, where was your party supposed to be headed?
That way, and he points towards the canyon. Let me just get my things. He has a backpack, and he's just kind of rummaging. Things have been spread out from the backpack a little bit, but he's kind of just putting things back in it.
I'd be much more
So-
upset if something else had gone wrong.
Quietly to the rest of the party. Looks like they've got a head start on us. Does the sword they're looking for sound anything like what we need?
You know, these rumors, they easily could have gotten skewed through the years.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much to throw a magical sword in amongst a treasure trove. Especially when someone was a warrior king resisting Ziggler.
As long as it's
That's
not
his
mine.
name. The evil Ziggler. An evil half-elf sorcerer. The worst of them
Hey!
all.
Watch it.
Well,
You know,
Ziggler was
it's-
an evil half-elf sorcerer.
And Brainer will also speak up. Yes, he was.
See, he was. And then he notices that there's no less than 3 half-elves around here.
And some of us are half-elf sorcerers that are for good. Hey now.
If you say so.
Not the
if you say
magic, it's
so.
how you
I
use
didn't
it.
say anything.
Anyway, I'm ready to go, I suppose. Straps on the backpack. This way.
Excellent. Drink some of this, it'll sober you up. I give you some of the dandelion tea we had.
Starts stumbling. Yeah, he will like that. He will like that indeed. He starts stumbling in towards that canyon and marching slowly but surely. I'm sure it's this way. Here we go.
Excellent.
There we go. Let's see now. It shouldn't be too far. Most about an hour's walk, perhaps. I don't know. I've never been in these parts. I just know what Esgar told me. But yeah, he hasn't been here before. Not that I know.
Soren, make sure we don't get lost, please and thank you.
I will do my best.
I think he's like, he's telling us a lot about this, but he probably hasn't been here before. I think, and so Rolk keeps talking about things.
Rambling, one may say.
Rambling, one may say, indeed.
I let him talk and see what he tells me.
No, he's talking about, he's starting to talk about a bit about his companions as well. Apparently, one of the adventurers is a very skilled minstrel and bard who kept them all entertained with amazing songs last night. And they have apparently a hunter and a priest as well.
Well, the minstrel and the priest shouldn't be too hard to subdue. The hunter might take a little work. Frida says this to herself.
Might not even have to subdue anyone.
Depends on whether or not they think I'm getting in the way of their treasure.
Maybe the...
How could such a great treasure as you get in the way of further treasure?
Maybe the first sign that you might be on the right track is the reddish vines that are climbing some cliff sides. There are not terribly many of them, but they get, the further into the canyon you go, the more there is of them.
These look familiar to anybody?
Not to me.
Well, you don't often see vines the color of blood.
Rolk seems completely oblivious to this. Galame is not. What the heck is that?
Rainer, are these looking familiar?
Possibly. Lore or survival?
Yeah, either, really.
I feel like
Celestial,
we've been attacked
do you wanna-
by shit like this before.
Yeah, I can take a shot.
Okay.
I think it's split out.
Hey, it's survival. Yeah, I'll definitely use that. And that's why I'll push that.
Appreciate it.
How about that?
That's your best roll ever.
You gotta
Maybe.
think for a second, but then it comes to you.
It's not often you see you have blood-colored vines. Oh wait. Yes, that's definitely not natural. There's nothing in nature that would so make them so crimson. It's most likely that they are demon tainted, which does mean that we are on the right track.
So I'm right in saying I think we've been attacked by something like this before.
Yeah. Yes, except they probably weren't red because of the light demon.
Yeah.
Rolk seems oblivious still. India and Galame are now on their alert, and in fact, India will produce her blades just in case. While Galame knocks an arrow on the
Frida
string.
will unsheath Malingar.
Ow.
Yeah.
I'll get my bow out.
Why?
Yeah, you keep walking. There's nothing terribly.
What happened to the cool cat?
Nothing that's accosting you at the moment. There's the stillness of the air, though. It's whoever, if there is a fortress here, put it here. It's a very strategic location. It's hard to find if you don't know the canyon opening. Fairly steep sides, mountain sides. Traps the air very effectively. And just at once, let's see now that I've configured it correctly. You turn a corner, and there you see it. A huge castle in front of you.
Yeah, see, roughly the same condition that the castle above Grindbone.
So you think this is it then?
I would say this is quite likely the exact location.
This would be my best guess, yeah.
This
Incredibly
should be it,
defensive
says
of it.
Rolk. I'm fairly sure this is it. Must be.
Do we see the ground? Is it like dusty or anything? Are there any tracks that we can see?
It's dusty, yes, absolutely. And yes, you're you're a hunter, you're a tracker. You see fairly easily footsteps in the dust leading both to the right side there, the tower to the right, and to the left.
They
They seem
split
to
the
be
party?
walking back and forth.
Does it look like can I tell, like, did they go left? Like, for example, did they go left, check it out, and then come back and go to the right? Or did they, as Frida said, split the party?
Roll survival. That level of detail. They have gone first one direction and then double backed. So they went first to the right and then they doubled back to the left.
I don't,
Judging by
Left it
you,
is then?
you can, without too much trouble,
I
make
don't think
out
it's called that.
the different
I don't think
sizes of boots and sandals or other footwear that they might be having, shoes.
Can I tell how many of them?
You can indeed. With 2 successes, I will give you that. That would in fact be, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I'll let everybody know that it looks like they went to the right first and then came back and checked the left. There's about 4 of them.
2 have heavier boots and 2 have lighter shoes or sandals.
The heavier boots, can I tell if they're boots, or can I tell if they're like the metal boot for a set of armor?
I can't.
That gets a bit harder with
Okay.
2 successes. If you had a
Okay.
third one, I'd give you that as well.
Okay.
Does that line up with what Rolex told me about his party?
Yeah, it lines up decently. Yeah, you could imagine
Ow. I need healing.
at least
Bang.
Esgar having. I mean, you've even seen Esgar. He wears chainmail the last time you saw him.
Yeah.
And
Asgard, their hunter, and
If they
then
have-
the soft
I
shoes.
can't
yeah,
give you
if they have a priest and a minstrel with them, they would probably not be packing terribly heavy boots.
Okay.
So I'm thinking they went right and they didn't find anything, so now they're checking left, or they went right and they did find something, but they're checking the rest of the place. In either way, my suggestion is we go after them to the left.
Agreed.
Rainer, at
Let's
this-
go, says Rolk, and he's still holding his empty bottle.
Brainer at this point will actually go ahead and light his oil lamp.
And I will make sure that Rolk is behind me, and I will walk in the front of the party, sword drawn.
Yeah, you will be walking up along this path here towards. Well, it's very clear that it's a rising path. It's not steep, but it has elevation, and you're getting up towards.
Oh no, it's dark.
It's all dark now. yeah, it's this is the spit of land that you're coming out on. Oh, need to zoom correctly. There you go. I should fix the setting for the map because you should be able to see the rest as well. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, there was probably some kind of portcullis or bridge here once upon a time, but it's gone now. And if Asgar and the others cross this with something, which they probably did, it's on the other side. Annoyingly.
I'll be
Now
back
what?
in just 1 second, I guess.
Says Galame. I don't like the look of that water. Oh. Is it little people have to be addressed?
Bio. Yeah, that water looks a little disconcerting.
Yeah, it's muddy. It is muddy indeed. Yeah, we'll let Chris and Jess get back. I'm hearing fireworks outside. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway. Alright. So yeah, I don't like the look of that water, says Galame.
Can we see anything across the way? Is there like a drawbridge that comes down or anything?
It seems mostly that there was a drawbridge that came down and it fell into the water.
Rainer's going over closer, just take a look.
Yeah, there's that wood over there is basically a bunch of half-rotten timber. It is, as a crafter, it is in fact enough to make a raft. That's probably the thought that would enter Brenner's head. So that's something that you could possibly do.
Yeah, so I'll mention to the party, I say I might be able to makeshift something so we can get across as a raft.
That's certainly better than my idea.
Trying to swim it?
No, I was gonna. If we have rope, I can fire like a rope across, tie it off on this end, and then shimmy across.
Might still be an idea to do that with the raft.
Yeah, depends how much
Whatever
rope.
you think will hold me best.
Yeah, the raft will probably hold you best.
Yes.
So I'll get to work on the raft.
Very well. The others are keeping an eye out, of course.
Yeah,
As
definitely
start
keep our
working
eyes open, especially for anything that might come out of the water.
I will aid.
Yeah, that gives another die to.
My crafting is like a 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
it gives him another die when you're helping out. That's how it works. In fact, everyone can help him if you want to, but that won't be necessary because Brennar is very good at crafting. It's going to take you a good long while to build this, of course, but under Brennar's supervision, after about what would be reasonable, an hour, maybe 2, it's going to be about noon when you have, in fact, a fully functioning raft. This one will not fall apart under you. You've used almost every scrap of wood that was available on this side, on that pile, to get a raft together.
Excellent.
Do we have enough rope for like a guide rope if I fire one across?
Probably not.
I was thinking we possibly could have went back and harvested some of the blood vines for the raft materials.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to go. As you go back, double back, you will notice that the vines around here are bigger now, slightly wider, if you will.
Oh.
That actually could help you for a vine. Of course, as you're studying them closely, now that you're looking at them at this distance, you will notice that they have small outgrowths, almost look like fingers, that come out of the actual vine.
That's
Never
not
mind,
creepy,
burning
though.
them.
Yeah. we don't need them that badly.
Yeah.
Oh, you're burning them?
Yeah.
They scream.
I'll yell back towards the crafting team. It's just the vines, nothing to worry about.
Callum, it was like, whoop!
I told you so.
Stop playing with the demonic things. Let's get across this water.
I'm sure when we kill whatever demons are in here, those will shrivel and die on their own.
On the way back, as I'm about to get right to the raft, so like Braynar can hear me pot kettle black.
Hey, can't you like shapeshift into a bird or something and fly over?
I could overcast that, yes.
There you go. Just curious. See?
Play nice, boys. Play nice.
Let's see.
He's my favorite druid I know.
You know, that's not as weak of a statement as it used to be since we've met so many others now.
Exactly.
Do I trust the very dubious looking raft or do I trust the dubious magic?
So,
God, my life sucks.
It's all gonna be fine, I'm sure. No?
No.
So,
What could possibly,
how
etc.,
did I
etc.
not see the pump? It was like the-
Don't you dare say what could possibly go wrong.
I haven't said a word yet. So you are getting onto the raft and ready to go across.
It'll be fine, Soren. I'll kill whatever comes at us.
May you GM in interesting times.
So how many can we fit on this raft at once?
So who is your scout again? That's Celestial, isn't it?
Celestial. Oh wait, is this like a goose fox grain thing? Like we can't leave Frida behind with this person because she'll eat them and
I'm not gonna eat. I don't eat people, okay?
That's why I asked how many seeds.
I do not eat living, sentient creatures.
So let's see now here. I'm thinking. Who are on the raft right now? That's Frida. Is everybody? Because you rolled such a nice crafting roll, so I would think that everybody could be on the raft at the same time, with 3
Cool.
successes, right?
Everybody can go down with the ship. It's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing can go wrong, right, Soren?
that's right. I have the utmost faith in this.
Excellent.
All the faith that I have in the gods, I have in our endeavors here today.
If it goes sideways, and I'm not one of the first ones struck down, know that I will overcast, change into a bird, and fly back to the Alps.
I know you will, and that's fine.
Wait, with one of us or without one of us? Like, are you
Depends how
talking?
things go.
Because I was gonna say, I mean, skeet shooting could be invented.
I'm not gonna lie. If I drowned in this murky fucking lake after everything we've been through, I will come back and haunt your
Just
asses.
like you have. That's a cool
Know that I can do it too.
Oh, good. I've
You're
learned how to deal with ghosts.
Making your way together with makeshift oars, if you will, across the moat. You're gonna be. I don't have a raft symbol for you. You're gonna be somewhere probably in the middle of it. Each time you put down an oar into that murky water, you hear a way too loud for comfort splash as it's so quiet around here that every little, even if it's just a little swoosh of the water, it breaks everything. The whole surface have been completely still, and suddenly there are rings of waves going out, and the whole raft is just upsetting this murky, muddy surface around you, creating large swirls that go around the boat and behind, and just breaks the water line, and the waves come out and start sort of lapping against the sides of the moat. And sure enough,
yeah.
just as Celestial is looking one way because he thought he saw something move over there in the moat, something moving underneath the surface, a tentacle comes right up from behind, from exactly the distance he wasn't looking, and it grabs Nindia.
Can I parry a tentacle?
You were surprised, so you cannot parry this one. And drags her off the raft and right now down into the water. Splash! And now we can roll for initiative.
Not a second. No. May go away. May go.
And I need to add the actual...
May go away.
There we go. Which is there somewhere.
Ass. No. Cool cat. Cool cat. No. Cool cat. Please don't. Go away.
Should I add Frida? I think Celestial needs to be added as well, right?
Got myself.
I'm stuck.
There we
I
go.
become
Okay.
invincible.
I need
I
to
got stuck. Yeah,
add
that's fine.
Galame and the Thing as well. Galame.
You mean need? Because Galame's on it.
Yes. No, I need to draw the initiative for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good for you guys, I guess. Galame gets a 7, and the tentacle gets a 10. All right.
And
That means that Frida is, in fact, the first to go. So, let's go, Frida. What will you be doing?
Can I see the tentacle in the water? Like, can I see them, or are they under the water?
The tentacle is now under the water, yes. You can see the thrashing, the sloshing of the water right there going down.
How deep is the water?
You have no idea. Hard to see.
Okay, I'm going to try to... I'm going to try and swing at the tentacle within the water.
Go ahead.
Cool man.
I'm going to give you a -1 because you can't really make it out so clearly where it is.
Okay, what do I take that off of?
Skill.
I like this surviving. I can't do anything. I just like.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Malachard's like, yes, a demon!
exactly.
Demon, squid, something.
And you chop that thing right in half.
And it's like that.
You just lop it off. It was holding on to Nindia, and you just lop it off right where it's holding her. And there's a gush of ichor from this creature's blood That is something really black, reddish, hard to tell in this muck.
As my movement, can I just kind of give her my other hand to help her up?
No, because it's a slow action to roll for an action like might
Okay.
to pull her out.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's I guess that's it. Brennar.
So, for all intents and purposes, from what we just seen, the tentacle's gone, and she's now free.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay, so yeah, I'll move towards the back of the raft, I guess, and yeah, I'll extend that might hand to try and grab them up.
Indeed. Let's go. And you haul her back up on the raft, and she's. It was.
Goodbye.
She must have swallowed a good mouthful of that horrible water. Soren, what will you be doing?
I am going to keep it open because it's never tentacle. It's always tentacles. So I'm going to see if there's actually anything that maybe the tentacle is attached to or anything underneath us.
This water makes it so hard to see anything. It's just murky muck everywhere. You see like this far, if that. It's
There you go.
Okay.
or maybe this far, perhaps.
I'm quite disappointed that True Sight specifically says fog and smoke, but nothing about murky water.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many particles in that water, right?
Yeah. Can I ready an action?
You can.
I will ready to shoot in case I see a tentacle.
Very good. Galame will try to paddle instead, just to get you all away from this particular area. And for that reason, I will roll a move roll. See how far he gets you.
It tells you. It has a tutorial
Which is not
in
very
the corner.
far,
It
unless I
tells you.
push, which I will, of course, do. Because he really wants to get out of there. He sprains himself badly. That piece of wood that he's holding on, it had a really large splinter somewhere, and in his panic, he just didn't remember that and really cuts his hand a bit. But he does get you all at least somewhere. So I'm gonna move everyone because you are on the raft together. You're almost across. And that gives us Celestial.
Would I be able to now do the same?
Move you further? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, I picked it up then.
Just
Good, 'cause,
paddle.
Another move check seems like that's where I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have a pallet.
And of course, I want us to move as well.
After that.
Oh, apparently I can't quite do it.
There's a lot of splinters here. Yeah, you maybe you lose the grip on the board a little bit, and you're trying to paddle, but instead of using the flat side to move the water, you're kind of cutting it through, and you don't get that much purchase, if you will.
Yeah, yeah. That's nice.
Now there might be a tentacle. Dun, dun, dun. And indeed there is. But this time everybody's ready for it. It will try.
Bye-bye. Go ahead.
It is attacking someone. And who could that be?
I would go.
It will be Brennar this time.
Does my shot go off as it's coming in, or does it get its attack first?
I'm also
It goes off as it's coming in. I'll allow you that because you were ready there with a bow, and you're just gonna basically tilt it a little bit and let loose. So feel free to shoot since you kept the action ready. Wow.
Thank you, Soren.
Do you want to describe what it looks like as the tentacle comes up and tries to grab Brennar?
So as the tentacle is coming for Brainar, I just kind of like line up, and then I wait, and just as it's about to strike him, it goes off, and it just like severs through the tentacle, and it like flops at his feet. And I'll be like, maybe you can use that.
Yeah, it really cuts in the perfect place. There must be a major blood vessel or something in that exact location where the arrow hits. And that tentacle goes limp. It kind of slimes down Brennar's front side before it slides back down into the water again. Frida.
You guys just killed the tentacle, right?
Yep.
Can I see anything else under the water? Like any movement?
It's too damn muddy.
Okay, I'm just gonna stab the water and see what I hit. Actually, what is it to get us across? Is it a movement?
It's a movement, yes, exactly. You basically try, instead of using Malagorn to fight, you will use it as an oar.
She might not like that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. No, you do help. Indeed.
Look at that. She wants to get the fuck out of here too.
Probably not, but
He was probably hoping that it would magnetically attract the demon.
Exactly.
Kind of. Or stab it as I went in to push.
Yeah, you're almost across. You're almost across now. Which brings us to Brennar, who had a close brush with a tentacle.
We're having some calamari tonight, folks, and I'm taking the tentacle and using it as an oar.
Ah, the splash.
And this is going to reflect because how awesome my agility is. Hold you.
That's about how good your agility is. Well, at least you tried.
Yep.
Soren, are you ready for the next sort of
Yeah, I'm gonna be just kind of like on guard, just watching.
Yeah, Galame will join you in that. No, Galame will help with the rowing. That's what Galame will do. Almost certainly. Where am I? There am I. There we go. So, yeah, he will keep rowing because it seems like a good idea right now, just to get out of here.
Ow.
It works. The raft scratches up against the other side, and you can all start when on your turn to move off the raft next time. I'm gonna say that Nindia is taking this turn to be stunned, but she will in fact, because she's still coughing, right? But she will in fact be able to do things next turn.
I will note, you guys you'll want to move very slowly.
And her initiative is a 6. Celestial, your turn.
I guess I'll use my slow action to get off and onto the shore.
Indeed.
Yeah. Similar to how
You are now on the shore. Tentacle. It will attack. Ooh. It might be attracted to attack Celestial. No, Celestial is out of harm's way now. You're up on the shore. Can't reach it here. Dang it. That means that I shouldn't be rolling that.
Twang.
Yep.
I hit it for 3.
Yeah, it's attacking... it's in fact attacking you, Soren, so that's a good thing. It's coming out of the water there. And yeah, that means that it has one measly little die left for strength.
I hit it because I shoot as a fast action.
Oh, right, you shoot twice. Yeah, that does it. That kills the tentacle.
Son of a bitch. That was way too close.
It was. Frida, you're up.
9.7.
I am making sure that people get on the shore. So I'm like helping people over. I don't know what you want me to roll for that, but
No, if you want to stand guard and be ready with the sword, that's
yeah,
you just pull your
essentially,
action.
I'll make sure that nobody else gets pulled into the water with the tentacle.
Yep, Brennar.
Yeah, I'm getting off this bloody raft.
All right, off you go, Soren.
I'm getting off the raft.
So is Nindia and Galame. Celestial is already off, so we have a tentacle left.
Oh, Celestial go to heal Galame's agility damage.
Yeah, Galame will be off there, and India will be off there. I guess Frida can kill a tentacle. It's coming for you.
That's fine.
I have a gun.
It just.
I think if you roll your
I somehow
melee,
am on the wrong thing. There we go.
I think your melee will just chop it in two.
Yeah.
That's what I expect.
I killed both of you, but then me.
Oh, how kind. Healing hands. Alas for the... Yeah, okay, you killed the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Celestial.
Malkar's like, fuck this, we're done.
So you're putting your healing hands on Nindia, I guess. Wasn't it?
India didn't actually take any stat damage or being grabbed, did they?
Well, she was going through drowning there for a turn, but she's okay-ish now. So who are you doing the healing on?
I was going to Galame because I know he had some agility damage.
Yes, this is true. Okay.
And another archer.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you're doing this, you... Oh, I think this is good.
Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, that'll explain my staring off.
Yeah, Frida, you can make it back up now on the shore on your
Okay,
turn.
I was gonna say, so me attacking the tentacle was like my held action from before.
Yeah, exactly. And you just chop it in two.
Okay.
Okay, so Celestial is now catatonic.
For 3 rounds.
It's only 3 rounds?
Well, it's D6. It's
Yeah, but it's not 3 days.
Yeah.
So, you're just staring blandly into space for a while. And, yeah. Rolk has been on the raft as well, and he's kind of stumbled up there as well. He's not in a state to fight at all, so I haven't included him for that reason. But yeah, you managed to get off, and you're now safe on the other side of the castle, on the other side of the moat. So I can show you where you are now. You're there by the gatehouse, basically.
Hey guys, what the hell is wrong with Celestial? He looks a little out of it.
I don't know.
I'll see if I can find out. I'm gonna do a healing check. Unless anybody else has got better healing.
What is
I've
your
only got a
healing?
3.
Sorry, I do.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you're probably the company healer here. Yeah.
My
this point,
healing
Brenna.
is also a 3.
And of course,
Mine is not a 3. Mine is lower.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
since he did get a critical injury, well, you can't heal the critical injury, of course, but you can
No,
you
just
can mitigate it.
putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, exactly.
In that case.
and I think your healing roll can shorten the time he's under that effect, though.
Yeah. I just took running.
So critical injuries, healing. If someone manages to heal you during the process of healing a critical injury, the remaining healing time is reduced by half. It's not going to make too much difference because it's turns we're talking about, and
Yeah,
the
broken.
tentacles are not coming up anymore because you've climbed up on the shore there. You're far enough away now from the muddy waters.
And then you find it.
Yeah, so
But you
I'm figuring
recognize
it's
the signs here, yeah.
figuring probably Brainerd kind of looks directly at Celestial and says, "Wake up!" and then because two fail on the healing, right?
The
Sorry,
bedside
bud.
manner here.
Brainer, I might not know a whole lot, but I'm pretty sure that's not what you do.
And then a few turns later, he wakes up.
What the hell
Are
was
you
that?
alright, Celestial?
The energies of this place, the things that have happened here.
Not
It
attuned to
wasn't-
your type of magic, eh?
No, you don't understand. You don't understand.
Okay.
There's
I
there's
thought-
experiments done here. Someone opened a rift to the void here.
All right, I'm ready to call it a day, guys. What do you think?
Yeah, we need to go get that elven gem so that doesn't happen again.
We really don't.
You can't leave them here, and it's
Yeah.
the only way to seal the rifts in the long run.
Yeah, we kinda do.
Nindia and Galame are looking about themselves. Galame feeling much better. Thank you very much for that heal.
This
Thank
place
you,
Soren,
Celestial.
do you really want to
Very
live in a
unclean.
world where the portal to hell is open? I mean, you
Well-
think the world sucks now. It's gonna get a hell of a lot worse.
It literally can't get worse.
It can.
I think it's
No.
entirely possible that this place fell because of that. It's entirely possible that Sigurfur's armies weren't able to breach, and then they broke their own walls, basically.
This castle was Sigurfur's, says Nindia. And now she's looking absolutely terrified.
It could well be, but it could have just been that the warlord that was here, Algorod, was in his resistance, got desperate, sought any means to defeat Sigurfur, including dark means beyond his ken.
Killing themselves.
Indeed.
Alright. Let's go kill some more demons, boys.
Humans meddling with things they shouldn't, says Galame.
They've been doing that for centuries, darling.
Hmm.
All right.
That's unfortunately a trend that's not going to go away anytime soon. I'm pretty sure the brothers are trucking with it as well.
Yeah, well, stupid is as stupid does.
She has a point.
Let's move forward. I really don't want to end up getting drugged back under the river.
Yeah, I can only take so
Yeah,
much calamari.
There is a second raft sitting there by the river, and again, Soren and Galame will see kind of muddy footprints in the on this side. Someone has stumbled up from that side of the water, much like you guys did, and rushed up towards the gatehouse. The footprints get drier and drier as they go, but yeah.
Are there still 4 sets, or did one of theirs get eaten by whatever's in the water?
No, it seems to be 4 sets, yeah.
Oh,
Ow.
So my question is, how far did these idiots make it until one of them gets eaten
Well,
by
that's a
whatever's
question.
in here?
That's a
Uh,
question.
I wouldn't call them idiots because they've made it at least as far as we have. They've actually made it further than we have.
I meant to vote
So
for
far.
Where's my axe? Says
you.
Rolk.
I
Oh,
meant to vote
there.
for you.
Ah.
I
I'm
wanted to
ready
vote for
now.
Widow, but I skipped.
He's holding a battle axe with his 2 hands.
Because I thought they died.
Why
Ready for
don't you
anything I
stay
say.
here and guard the raft, Rolk?
I can do that. I'm very good at guarding rafts. You wouldn't happen to have another bottle on you, would you?
Sorry, not on me now.
I pass him a bottle that is unmarked, and DM, it is lamp oil. He really wants to get drunk.
No.
Go to town.
There you go. You're a good lad. Gives you like one of those punches on the shoulder.
He really isn't.
Frida whispers to Brainerd.
Not even remotely.
Brainerd, that wasn't troll blood or something, was it?
No, that's in my water skin.
Oh, okay.
Did you forget that? I haven't.
Funny.
You're just-
Go away.
You know he's got it on him. I just didn't know what it was in.
Come on, let's go.
All right, let's go find these kids.
Indeed. As you move in through the gatehouse, you enter a yard that is quiet and deserted. You can't sort of still make out some of those footprints. They lead into this really big building right in front of you, which must have been living quarters or something like that.
Oh, they went that way.
All right.
Let's go.
I guess so do we.
Let's put some tokens on the map, shall we? So you can see something. How about that?
Weapons drawn, folks.
My sketchpad was on my horse. I can't draw weapons.
It's okay. That pun was deadly.
Gotta roll for
Critical injury.
There we go. All right. Who is taking the lead on this? The gates are ahead of you.
Frida will. Swords drawn.
Can't see anything.
You should be able to open the door, no? They're great big gates.
Yeah, it's dark. You can't see.
Dark.
I can see.
Is this where we're supposed
Both
to go?
both those two doors, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're like double doors, really.
Okay, now.
Do I have to lift you inside? No, there you go.
Still lacking vision here.
I don't know why you guys don't. It might be just your token vision doesn't have vision.
I
Your
can
token
see
doesn't
just
have vision
fine.
on it.
All right. Yep, that's correct. Updating you should be able to see now.
There we go.
Thank you.
Consortancy?
Not yet.
Okay. Fixed
Another
it.
door up there.
There we go.
I hate not being able to see the whole map.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So you
fog of
go
war.
ahead a long way ahead then, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep pressing forward, I
It
guess,
is,
for now.
Very quiet in here.
I found next to the house.
Who is listening and scouting and all that? Is the Celestial taking point there on that?
Yes.
Citizen, I can't do anything.
I see
Yeah.
stairs.
It's very quiet around here.
Oof.
I will, in fact, amend my previous statement.
Yeah, you'll tape amend it. They're still around. So I can hear them. Someone moving to the east with some swearing.
That sounds like him, says Nindia. Nindia is in a crouch now and kind of half sneaking as she's going.
While we're moving in, I'll just kind of like ask around to like the various hunter folks. Like, does anybody have spirit arrows? Because like I shot a shitload at that tentacle.
You can have some of mine, says Galame, and gives you some of his.
Thank
We
you.
will follow
he's
the
now
sound, I
D8.
guess. If everybody's cool with that.
Yeah, I rolled back-to-back ones on my arrow resource.
Oh, well done, well done.
Yeah.
Hope you die mid-sentence.
All right, we're ready whenever you are. There,
Hey.
Ninja's sneaking up on the side.
Take it back here.
Yes.
Why is it 2 ninjas? It should be 1
I am
ninja.
paladin.
And 1 Galame. There we go.
So which direction do you hear them, Celestial?
East.
East.
Yeah, so through the doors, basically.
Okay.
And as you open those doors, the sight that you see, this huge feast hall that lies before you. And yes, those skeletons. This was a place for a great feast at some point. And
What are you
now
saying,
it's
Alex?
quiet, it's
What are you
dusty, and
Oh.
you can see
That's
on the walls there are
Well, it's not
moldy
okay. And
tapestries,
Morgan's standing.
and
Oh.
there's this musty smell of
Oops.
old mold that's really thick and gets into particularly your nose, Frida.
This place smells gross.
And you can indeed see so many skeletons sitting around these tables, lying on the floor. I mean, dozens of them. Dozens
Because
and
I'm
dozens.
paranoid at this
They are
point.
they're sitting as if they died eating supper, having a great feast.
Brainard, can you tell if they're gonna come back?
That's someone finding at this.
I go into the room to get a better look at the corpse thing in front of the door. And these look to be skeletons for all intents and purposes. I can't really. If there was more of a corpse, I could actually talk to it. But
I just want to make sure they're gonna stay dead.
it would take a little.
Hmm.
Oh, I'll let the Lord.
My spelling. There you go.
Yeah, they look like they've lived their death and are not coming back up.
Excellent. Just want to make sure they're not gonna surprise me from enemies I'm not looking for.
As you're rummaging through, doors open up, and out come a fellow who is very much alive. His arm has a couple of silver chalices in it, and he's look, Asgard, what I found! There's silver here!
Never mind, none.
And he's
Who is this?
accompanied
Their
by
hunter?
a young woman.
Romance.
Yeah, he has a bow in his back.
Where is Asgard?
He's just looking at you guys and who the heck are you?
Doesn't seem good at all.
I'm
Asgard
Frida.
didn't tell you to
Who the
expect
fuck
us?
are you?
I'm Cordamar. I'm Cordamar Sulam of Elderland.
Yeah. Reputation. Just to see if he knows who I am.
Yeah. You roll your reputation, feel free.
Nope, he doesn't know who I am. I'm not.
Not in the slightest.
That's fine.
All right. So, well, just stay away from. Do not. Be careful here, you know, he says. This
So you
is
don't-
a sacred place.
You don't mind harvesting demon touch treasure?
This is not demon touched treasure. These
There
Are
are.
you sure about that?
Of
Look at all
course.
Because what was in that lake was a demon.
Look at all these bodies. They died at supper.
This is the sanctified place of King Algarod, he says. I'm retrieving these chalices and for the glory of the king.
And how much are you gonna sell them for, sweetheart?
I'm not going to sell them. That's sacrilege.
Really?
This was certainly the home of King Algarod, but I don't believe it was as sanctified as we thought. The energies of this place, I've sensed them. I've been touched by them. They're very dark, tainted. They've done terrible things here in the past.
What are you talking about? I'm sure Brother Faribald will be able to speak to that. And as he is speaking, loudly, there will be other people joining.
While he's talking, when he's like, "Oh, I wouldn't sell them," I'm just gonna try to get a read on him to see like if he has an idea of what he might be selling them for. Basically, I'm gonna insight him to see if he's lying.
For sure. Humans.
You know he's lying, you just don't know how much
pushable.
he's expecting.
Ended up with 1 after I pushed it.
Yep.
Because I try to keep the melees. Do their job.
What is this noise you hear from further down in the room?
Almost down.
And you would be.
It's a man. He's coming out from the southern part of the room, if you will. For some reason they can. There we go.
No, we just go because of.
Okay, someone has to get closer. So there you go. Now you can see him. Yeah, he is dressed in a robe, which is gray and rust-colored, and yes, he has the chain of a Rust Brother around his neck.
Oh, great! A Rust Brother.
What is this all? And he's looking around. And of course, Frida catches his eye, but also...
By the way, we found the party members you left behind. What kind of fucker leaves this party behind?
Me.
You've never left us behind.
Because I can't handle the raft by myself.
We were going to come back for him, of course. The moment he was a danger to himself. As what? Who are you? Feel free to. I think maybe Brannar can roll this time.
Brannar, yeah.
Yeah.
More famous than.
Widowed Frida.
Yeah. Nope. That's fascinating. Yeah, he's just. Who are you anyway? I'm Brother Faribald.
Brother, can you not feel the demonic energy suffusing this building?
Probably too numb to it.
I can.
Oh, it's May.
It's Yes, this is not
Yeah, it's May.
I agree with you. Who are you? You seem like a learned person.
I'm Celestial Passage of the Golden Bow.
I didn't know what I
He kind of.
We do not normally agree on much.
This is true. Well, let's have detente here. I do not mean you any harm, of course. I come in the name of the gods, the different gods, and I simply want to exorcise any demons or other ill creatures that are befouling this place. The final resting place of King Algarod, as I understand it. See,
For
that's
once
what
we're
I
on the
said, says
same
Kaldemar.
page.
Yes, but you said it was all sanctified, sir. As the brother admits, it is not.
He mutters a bit.
We've come to put this land to rest. And
Well, then we are united in purpose, says the brother.
although I fear that there is much more upheaval here than even our legends have told us.
Well, if it isn't people I have seen before. Yeah, you recognize that voice.
Yeah.
He's loudmouth as before. He's behind Brother Faribald, and he comes up to the middle of the hall as well. Fully armored, as you recognize him. Well, looky here. Glad to see you alive, Galame and Nindia. They're kind of just snarling at him. Can't say the same, says Nindia. So you've managed to trick some other people into coming here, have you? She says. What do you mean, trick?
I don't think everyone that's here has been tricked. I believe the brother would have came here at the behest of others anyway.
Indeed, I am not here to, I am not here solely for the same reason as Esgar Farthing here. I am simply here to put the good king to rest.
I thought you had a fourth. Where's your minstrel?
Oh, the minstrels was with Cordomir.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cordomir.
okay.
Just can't see them because the doors were so far up.
Yeah. I'll bring them down here because they're obviously joining the rest of everyone else.
Sorry, my nose is better than my eyes.
Yeah. She's a pretty girl. She has a lute. She's simply not saying anything right now. She's just, yeah, okay.
This isn't your normal kind of work, is it, honey?
It's a fiddle, really, not a lute. Yeah, no, you're looking at her and asking her that?
Yeah.
No, it's not. But it might get me a good story that I can sell at the tavern next time I get there.
Oh, it'll give you a story, all right.
That's what I'm hoping. Yeah.
All right, let's go purge the rest
I'm really
of this place.
here just to entertain them during the nights, like last night. That's why I'm here.
Yes, there are souls here that need to be put to rest and potentially a rift.
Demons that need to be sent back to hell.
Well, I'll let you all do all that work, she says, and she has this fiddle strapped to her back, like on a sling.
Manipulation.
Yeah, I rolled it for her. Anyone roll?
I don't have the insight to fight it, so. Free's just like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a crack at that.
Oh, I'm
not
totally rolling. I have that automatically as well.
Can we both
You can
roll
push
or
that.
no?
It is not enough to get through her roll.
Well, I don't like this person anyway, so I think I'll. Yeah.
Interestingly, this group is entirely composed of humans. They're all humans.
That doesn't surprise me at all. They've got a Rust Brother priest.
This is true.
Jesus Christ.
Was that your pride you invoked?
Yeah, and I'm pushing it, obviously, but it doesn't have the option right there.
Yeah. There you go.
As I said, I don't trust this person.
And now you have, in fact, 4 successes. You are the living lie detector, aren't you?
Well, I mean, I was one experience shy of buying I Can't Be Manipulated.
That's it. Like, you beat her with 1 success, so
Yeah.
you're not gonna get.
I can't quite make out her name because the overlaps. Is it Dindria?
It's Dindria, yes.
Yeah. Now, Dindria, please, we're all here putting everything earnestly before us, but you're not.
She's looking really surprised.
Are you also here working at cross purposes?
She kind of glances towards Eskar. That's like the first time her poker face has dropped a little bit. Well, Eskar has hired me for making use of all of my talents.
I have no doubt of that.
And what are all of those talents?
A knife in the dark.
Oh, got a little bit of rogue going on, do we? That's cute.
In fact, Cordemar and Brother Faribald are just looking at her suddenly. What?
You're gonna get
They're
yourself
looking at
killed,
Asgard.
sweetheart.
Are you... What? She's handy. I've seen her do good work. Let's face it, Nindia wasn't here anymore, and I needed someone else who's light on the foot. Nindia kind of...
Frida's starting to get a
shrugs a
little
bit.
angry with how easily he throws people away.
And how easily he's willing to lie to those working with him.
Given, yeah.
Says Asgard. Well, the day is wasting. We should move ahead, should we not?
Hey, Esgar, walk with me, please.
Of course, us fighters should be shoulder to shoulder of anything.
Because I
bad.
definitely don't trust you at my back.
What? Have I ever done anything bad to you?
Oh.
Nothing I couldn't handle. I'm just also not an idiot.
He's kind of... Well, we're all friends here, aren't we? I'm sure there'll
Friends
be plenty
until
of
we get a
treasure
knife in the back.
enough to go around, yes? This is Asgard now rolling. he's putting on a friendly face.
Frida don't care, because if he tries to take what she's after, she'll just kill him. And she's not even trying to hide that fact.
Yeah.
Celestial Pass just glares at him and crosses his arms over his chest.
There you go. Just Celestial.
Move.
Well,
Just brother Cordemar, whatever you do, don't trust Eskar with your own payment. He's going to betray everyone in the end if he can.
what is this? Do I have to take insults from the likes of you? Says he.
If you want to survive this, you do.
If you're going to lie to my face and not have even a fraction of the skill of your bard, let alone an empress, yes, you'll take the insults because they are fact.
Look here, I won't come here and have anyone impugn my,
Lack of honor.
I'm gonna intimidate him to shut the fuck up.
I'm the one who's... Yeah, go ahead.
I'm the one who got slapped by a wolf. Oh. Don't push
That
that.
didn't work at all.
No,
You'll
I'm
need
not
that.
gonna
No,
push
don't
that.
push that. You'll need your
No.
strength for other things, probably.
Frida just growls.
I'm the one who got us all to this place in the first place, and I think that owes me a little bit of gratitude, does it
You
not?
didn't get us here.
Ah,
We got here just fine on our own.
but you're here... I guess Galame led you here, didn't he?
No.
No more than a campfire or a secluded canyon for an incredibly defensible bastion.
Well, I'm not here to pick a fight with you lot, that's for sure. I think it's fortuitous that you turned up here just as we did.
No, you're just here to steal everything you get your fucking hands on.
Well, lead on.
I am
Let's get to the depths of this fortress then and find the heart of the wealth here.
And see how well you really do handle yourself against real demons.
I am simply a merchant trading in rare goods, and this is a good place as any to find some, ain't it?
And you'd sell your grandmother for a copper, wouldn't ya?
Trust me, they're telling the truth. They're just they're not interested in anything other than what they claim.
Given your insight rolls here, Celestial, I will give you that Cordomar doesn't really look like he likes how Esgar speaks about this place.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, Cordomar and Brother Faribald, and this must weird Celestial out, seem like the honest people with integrity here, because they honestly have this look of reverence about them. Like when Cordomar is handling these silver chalices that he's found, he's giving them, in fact, to Brother Faribald. These are artifacts. It's like he's looking at what in the Catholic Church would be a reference for relics of saints or something.
Or like an archaeologist?
No, with a religious tone, definitely. This is like, it seems
there's
like
there's a fervor there, not just a care.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Cordomar has found relics that he wants to put in a Rust Brother shrine somewhere.
Okay.
And then
Esgar starts talking the truth, how he's here to basically loot the place.
He is in fact handing the chalices over to Brother Faribald for safekeeping until we get to a temple. A church, he says.
Okay.
So, there is this... Yeah, there seem to be a different kind of... those two versus Dendria and Esgar...
ironically, the two Rust worshippers I would have at my back.
Exactly. That's not a thing you can say every day.
No.
Yeah.
So I will continue on in the front with Asgar next to me.
Yep.
Making sure that he is at no time behind me.
He's always right next to you.
Where I can see him.
Where you can see him.
I would have him at sword point if I could, but I don't think that would be appropriate.
Not yet.
Not yet.
See, I knew not everything was up on the up and up, which is why I put my pride on the line.
It worked, didn't it? Right. So, we've looked through this great hall here. That's what we were doing, and the other areas around here, servants' quarters beyond those doors. Asgar is pointing towards.
I noticed in the last chamber there were
section.
Yeah, there were doors on either side. So.
Aye, well, we looked through that too before you arrived. There is nothing much there. Some moldy old tomes that just fall apart when you touch them, and more skeletons, really. Nothing of religious importance. And he looks
Celestial
towards Brother
Brightart,
Faribald.
would you need to look at the tomes?
Faribald had a look, but again, nothing. They all fell apart.
If they're already in that condition, we can come back and check to see what we can glean from what's left.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had better listen to your druid, he says. Esgar does. Aye.
Yes. Everyone be wise to listen to me and what I've said so far.
Well. Yeah, well.
Great, now I totally have to buy up points in manipulation because clearly I'm winning engagements.
Freedar just gives Esgar a look like, shut the fuck up if you want to keep your tongue.
He will shut his fuck up. She does, like that. Yeah. Shall we? I've seen here in the corridor that we just came out of. It goes out on the other side, and from there we'll be able to cross, I think, if we get high enough.
Excellent.
But that's the problem. We'll need to go up a couple of flights of stairs, as far as I can tell, to get across.
As long as they're in passable condition, we should be fine.
We'll see about that. And I'm gonna
If not, we'll find a way.
switch
We always do.
back to the other map to show you where you're at now. Basically, you will be up here. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I wish we had the hold down to target function, because I would have highlighted that bridge.
Exactly. That is indeed where you're at. I indeed want to zoom in a bit there. So there we go for the stream. Yeah. So here is another interesting problem for you. It's like the axe of a giant has really cleft both through the rock and the stronghold. Now the stronghold is built around this ravine. It's stinks down there. It bubbles of something. It's like if this was the infected wound of the mountain, if you will. It's that's where the stink is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
There's a single chain that spans across this ravine, and there used to be a bridge here, but it's not anymore. But on the other side, there is a yawning portal that used to be a door that's gone as well. So if you just can get yourselves across this chain somehow, then you should be able to get into the eastern half of the stronghold. It's no more than 5 meters altogether.
Do we want to try our arrow and rope?
Well, if there's a chain here already, we might be able to just make our way across that.
So, standing where I'm standing, I will kind of like just shake the chain a little to see if it gives any or if it's got any strength to it.
It's rusty when you touch it, and that's definitely a reason to doubt its durability. But you give it a good tug, it rattles, but it seems still to be holding up. Survived the ravages of time rather well.
I will. I would suggest maybe we add the rope for safety and use the chain as well.
That seems reasonable enough to me, says Esgar.
Yep, somebody's got some rope.
Not one of us did.
Do you guys have?
Nope.
I will say that one of Esgar's party members has some rope. Well, who wants to try to get across first?
Well, here, let me fire this arrow across and put a guide rope up.
Aye, that's a good idea.
So
Do you want me to go first or last? Because if anybody's going to break it, it'll be me.
I'm not too worried about the chain. Oof.
Wow.
Yep, that's a miss.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
wow.
Guess I know what Brainer's doing next camp.
Yep.
Oh.
I thought that would be broadside of barn.
Well, you hit something.
I imagine I would have to roll well enough so that it doesn't just pull out.
Oh, to
Yeah,
make it
exactly.
stick.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. That's the thing.
I guess.
Hitting the mark is not hard. Hitting the mark hard enough so that the rope will actually stick there. That's the harder part.
Yeah.
All right. So well, now there's a rope. I can try to get across, says Dindria, the bard. I'm fairly good at this sort of thing as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna give her a gear bonus for the rope and the chain. And
Oh,
she makes
wow.
it across. She is, in fact, very light on her feet and very agile. Your suspicion that she might not just be playing the fiddle at night seems to be correct, because the whole climbing across ropes and doing acrobatics the way bards usually don't do is definitely something that she's able to do. So she gets across easily enough, and now she can help whomever wants to come next, and whomever wants to come next can get some help from someone on this side as well. So you can get 2 extra skill dice to your move roll to get across, and 2 gear dice, for 1 for the chain and 1 for the rope.
I will stay on this side to hold the chain and the rope till everybody else is across.
Well,
Old
should
man
I
will
go
go
next
next.
then, says Esgar.
Reynard offers up his services and starts to go across.
Okay. Esgar will have to wait his turn.
So 2 gear die
Yep.
And
2
2
gear die and
skill
2
die
skill
for help.
dice.
and 2 skill die for the helpers.
Yep. There's quite a crowd here of adventurers, isn't there? And that's
Yes.
not good.
Still don't get a success. That looks
Yep.
pushable though.
That's totally pushable.
Indeed.
Push me right off the side.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, you
Push
made
John
it.
to the rope.
You
so
made
can
it.
make
You're like going out there. I guess one of the ropes is like you can stand on it, and the chain you use for your hand, so you have like something to stand on and something to hold on with your hands. And you wobble a bit and feel like it's a long way down, but then you manage to get your balance back. Don't look down. Don't look down. Move your old bones. Move your old bones. And you get across.
In the
Brainard's
very
just-
moment that Brainard is across, Celestial starts not giving Escard a chance.
Okay.
Gotta stay next to Frida the whole damn time.
And you get across without any problems at all, Celestia.
I take my turn next.
What? Esgar's like, what? Well, what is this?
Don't you know leaders go down with the ship?
And Soren is across. Well, this time I'll go, says Esgar.
Don't you have 2 more party members that need to get across?
Of course, they'll all get across too.
Mm-hmm.
And Esgar does get across. They take that as an invite. So I guess it will be Brother Faribald next.
Oh yeah, I'm not too worried about them outnumbering us on that side, because if shenanigans happen, I'm pretty sure it's going to wind up being we outnumber him.
Yeah, the good brother, unlike everyone else here, is a very thin, very gangly person, and definitely not someone who is comfortable with climbing 2 ropes across a chasm. He looks petrified as he goes out.
Well,
But he
As he
still
should.
makes it.
wobbly knees, wobbly rope.
And just reaches
almost
up
looks
that
like
hand
Brainard all over again.
Yeah.
and gets maybe Brennar to grab him and pull him in. Which leaves Cordamar or Frida, basically. I guess Cordamar
Cordamar.
will go.
In India, and
Yes, in India and Galama too, absolutely. So Cordamar will go and make it across. And India, yeah, she should be able to do this without too much trouble with all the ropes and stuff that you have. Indeed. Galame is also a fairly agile person. And there we go. One success.
So Frida is last. So how
Yes.
many? I'm adding
You're
what
adding
for bonus die?
2 skill dice and 2 gear dice.
Okay. So and
You
it's
bring a really
move
nice
roll.
little setup here, so make it fairly easy to get across. Eesh.
And Frida breaks shit.
that looks like a
Roll.
pushable roll.
And she pushed it. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
A little
Yeah.
less agile when you get across, but
You
made
you
it.
definitely sprain yourself. It wobbles back. You're so heavy, I guess, and so tall. It's not really calibrated for your height. These two
Frida
ropes.
killed the chain. I'm pretty sure.
no, it's fine. The
it's
gear
fine.
bonus,
The gear is
gear never
fine.
took damage.
Oh,
But
It's
you must
you.
have gotten snagged somehow, your arm or your leg.
it's that damn busted foot.
Yep, there you go.
Huh.
That's what's caused it. So you sprain your ankle a little bit, going over. Ugh. Dang it.
As much as Celeste would prefer not to with these energies, he's not going to leave Frida injured when we're probably going to have a fight soon.
Oh, so
Appreciate it.
healing hands?
Yeah.
Please don't go catatonic.
Yeah, he needs 2 power to do this, so he just needs the 1 willpower, right? Because
Yeah.
you have
Yeah, I don't
2.
even have to use my reagent.
Right. So
Because it's automatically too.
Oh, you have even...
I do have clay.
So basically you just need to roll the 1 die, right?
Well, it's going to be potentially 2 dice regardless, so I just use my thing
Fair
and...
enough. And there we go.
Suck it up.
God damn it.
Oh,
Okay.
well, that worked
Healing
out.
Affects an enemy. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
That was the best mishap you could get.
Yeah, really.
Because there are no enemies around. Well, not really.
Exactly.
I mean,
And none of them are actually injured.
Yeah, no, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Frida's all healed.
Yeah.
Sometimes the powers of the ether help in the most unexpected ways.
Yeah, so Celestial feels it's starting to twist again because the energies of this place.
Ugh.
It
just kinda-
basically it just goes, you know what? I'll shove it this way.
Exactly. And it works out.
that feels much better. Thank you, Celestial.
Brother Faribald will look at this because you haven't tried to hide the magic, of course, and he's like,
No.
ah, yes, a druid indeed. That's what I thought.
No shit, Sherlock. He said that.
Yes, he did. He did. I walk a different path. I walk in the
Frida, it's quite all right. I mean,
in the path of rust.
he is traveling with those who you can't just accept at face value.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you understand, of course. Yes.
Indeed.
Sorry, I'm not used to so much bullshit in one room.
Well, there was that time we were at the place with all those cows.
He's just kind of stuttering a bit.
Let's go.
I can bestow the blessing of rust on those who need it. Yes, I can do that. Yes.
I do hope they'll be able to recover that horse. It's such a thoughtful gift.
Mm.
Oh well. Another day anyway.
Of course, yes.
Onwards.
Yes, of course. Onwards. Yeah, so on you go.
Just to trip him up, I start throwing theology questions at the priest. Because Frida follows Rust, just a different tenant.
Yep. Yeah, no, he will answer. He is indeed thrown off because speaking to Wolfkin clearly is not something he does very often. So yeah, thrown off is a good word for it. He tries his best. I did not know that Wolfkin were faithful, but I am happy to hear that such is the case. Yes. As you make your way up the stairs and towards the next tower, basically. And so I'm gonna configure everything properly. Yeah, there we go. So, okay, that seems right. No, I'm clicking the wrong things. What am I? Everything is slow now for some reason. Okay. There we go. And I'm gonna
Weatherstone
need to-
is awesome.
Hey man, if I can make a priest of Rust, see a Wolfkin as a human being.
I
And much
think
will
you
be
kind of
gained,
lucked
eh?
out in the Priest of Rust realm.
I might have, but I'll take it.
So
I'll
do-
take
would
it.
You have vision. Yes, you have vision.
I can
Neat
see
token.
me.
I see
Yay.
not.
You should be able to see more than
I was
see
told I
me,
have
but
no
don't see
token with
anything
vision.
else.
Uh,
I have the token,
Figure-
but my token's got no light.
Interesting. Oh, there we go.
I
Now
can.
you can see.
There we go.
I do
I
not have
also-
any token with vision
Yeah, I
in this
haven't. I
scene.
haven't moved your token on there yet.
Okay.
doing that.
There I
now.
am.
I missed it.
With all
For
the
some
doors.
reason, my computer is lagging a little bit at the moment, but I'll soon have it.
What a hallway. Wow.
Yeah. Of course, they won't be at the front of that, but Esgar will be next to Frida, that's for sure.
I don't
Still
have
can't-
vision.
Still can't see anything either.
Uh-huh, okay. For some reason, when I put your tokens out, they never have vision, and I don't know
You'll
why.
probably have to adjust their base token values on their character sheet to make sure they have vision.
Yeah. that's
Going
the
forward.
case. Going forward. There we go. That should do the trick. Dindra. Gordomar. Brother Faribald. Who's talking a lot. Okay,
Yes, perfect.
that wall
Leave
didn't
me-
work perfectly, but that's okay.
Perfect. Leave me a straight shot at his back or to run forward and bear him.
Indeed. Yeah, there's as you enter this tower, it stinks to high heaven. What's that smell? Says Esgar. It's rotting smell. Brennar knows that scent quite well. Something in here is rotting and has been rotting for a while. Or a lot of things have been. It doesn't smell at all like in the Great Hall where there was skeletons that might have been there for, 300 years, something?
The smell of age and
This
decay
is-
as opposed to...
This is the smell
Fresh
of
death.
fresh putrefaction.
Yeah.
Something is waiting in these rooms.
Yeah, treasure. No, I mean, art relics.
Something rotten and zombified.
Relics, that's what I say.
Relics of bones.
Esgar is slowly moving up.
Yeah, go ahead. I've been bitten by a zombie once. I don't intend to do it again.
Well, come on then, group, gang, everyone. Let's see what we can find here.
Your lust for treasure is gonna get you killed.
The sad thing is it won't be just him.
I'm sure
will if
we
I can
have
help it.
nothing to worry about. There's nothing here anymore. Everything that was here is dead a long time. Says
It is
Not according to
still.
my nose.
It still walks.
Something definitely still does.
Nah.
Listen, zombies are real. I've been bitten by one. Okay? Be careful.
Rainer opens the door on the right.
It's
Some
exactly
wineries
what it
in
looks
here.
like. Lots of storage of barrels, a fireplace that has been quiet a long time. Meanwhile, Esgar opens the next door and enters. Ugh, it smells in here. Even more.
Dumbass.
This room reaches.
Stand behind me.
He walks in a step or two. Are you shoving him back?
No, I'm telling the rest of the party to stand
Okay.
behind me.
Yeah, Esgar has his sword out just in case. He has a long sword just like you.
I've got Malingar out and I'm in the doorway.
Yeah, insight check on Celestial, if you even need to. Esgar will be eyeing that sword.
Yeah.
It's
Like I
it's-
need to know.
It's the moment you have it out of the scabbard there, Frida,
Yeah.
it's made
It's
of a
naked
metal
lust
that
anyway.
nobody has ever seen before. So Esgar, his eyes go to that sword all the time. He just can't help himself.
You touch it, I will cut off your hands.
He's not touching a thing. What are those cages over there? He says.
They're cages.
My guess?
Use for them.
Specimen holds. Tell me I'm wrong.
I wouldn't know, he says. specimen holds, says Faribald, and seems very concerned.
Yes, it does remind me of where... Some of them remind me of the ones the dwarves had their stone borers in.
Yeah.
Other ones remind me of ones we've seen in other places.
At the very least, slave cages.
Hmm.
And the
Yeah.
cages the hounds were kept in.
That could be the
Yeah.
case, I suppose. Let's hope not, says Eskar.
Does it look like there's anything moving in them?
No.
There's nothing moving in this room?
No, but there are rooms off of it.
Okay.
Yes. Well, let's see what we can find, says Eskar, and starts walking deeper into it. Faribald comes in as well, and he's simply making the sign of rust.
If this is where the smell is coming from, there's something in here that needs to be cleansed. Or killed.
It's certainly more potent here, yeah. Certainly more potent.
I'd watch the fire pits if, just in case, because something could hide inside one.
It's interesting. These chambers must have been grand once. You can see on the walls there are portraits and silk curtains that still are on the walls. And around here, there's like pottery, broken pottery on the floor. There's someone used this and used it enough to decorate the place.
Do we want to check those fireplaces, or do we want to move to the next corridor?
Well, that scare's going to no doubt head towards that door. I'm just making sure people are wary.
That's exactly what he's kind of gazing over the territory and not seeing anything golden or silvery glinting. He kind of just walks over to the next set of doors.
Frida's not far behind, but Frida is being cautious and expecting an ambush at any moment.
Yeah.
Trying to keep as much of her party behind her as she can.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Celestial usually sweeps wide.
Yeah.
And indeed, as you enter this room, Eskar goes first, like always.
Not concerned.
Huh. What is this place? What you can see here are cauldrons, broken pottery, tables, dissection tables. Those
God, it's a
dead
workshop.
bodies lying on those tables, they are in fact opened. Someone at some point in the long past opened the bodies, like the rib cages have been opened.
Are they skeletal, or are they...
They're skeletal. But there are pots and things standing on the tables.
This would be where those experiments took place.
And they stink something atrocious to Brennar when you get close to them.
His Branhar rushes over.
Yeah. Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Brenner, you want to check their reagents?
Oh, I'm checking to see if there's anything living in any of these little pots.
Everything is covered by dust here, but Celestial, how do you're rolling your scouting here?
I stand on guard for me.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Frida is again close to her party.
There's something moving in the next room.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move Soren there.
Probably whatever these pots created.
It has padded feet, but it may also have claws. It's hard to tell.
Oh, it's like a kitty cat.
It could be a bear, could be a wolf.
Faribald will say, I don't think it's a kitty cat.
take a sniff. Do I smell my own kind?
You smell a bunch of rot. That's what you smell. It's like
Okay.
fills
Too
your nose.
overwhelming.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nose
Brandon's gonna-
immediately.
Brandon's gonna take a quick look at this bookshelf.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of old books and scrolls lying there, covered by dust. Unfortunately, also damaged by moist. Through the centuries, there must have been. I mean, the ceiling here is not terribly well put together anymore, and over centuries of rains and snow, these books and scrolls have been damaged beyond repair.
The only place I could see possibly having something intact would be the southwest bookcase, and even then, just because it looks like it's a higher quality bookcase.
But those urns, as you're looking over them here, because you are, of course, a necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Three of them, in fact, contain body parts that you can use for spells like the Hand of Death and Putrefaction and things like that.
So you see Brainerd start digging, start pulling out hands.
Oh no, Brainer's gonna throw hands at some point.
So
Have
Frida
to.
is
What are
waiting
you
at the
doing?
next door.
Says Brother Faribald.
Oh, don't mind him. His magic is a little different than everybody else's.
Are you a sorcerer? Like Ziggler? He says. And looks positively
Cast
shocked.
of the same mold, but not exactly the same.
It's not the magic, it's how you use it.
Most foul, he says. Meanwhile,
Yeah, people say that about me too, and look what happened.
Esgar is bored, so he goes up to the door.
Can you fucking... I grab
Hey,
him by the
left.
collar and like, can you fucking wait,
I
please?
say let it happen.
Just let it happen.
I'm waiting, he says, and he takes a step back.
We know there is something behind that door. We would rather be prepared for it and wait till the rest of us have finished looking at the room than rushing in like a moron and having your face bitten off.
He kind of looks, whatever you say, milady, and he kind of bows in a mockery of a bow, but still takes a step away to make sure that you can't just cut his head off.
Does that mean that opening that door might be next time with Crucible Gaming?
That might indeed be the case, because we are 5 to 11 here by the Bay of Fundy in eastern Canada. And yeah, that seems... I mean, unless you want to make it like a cliffhanger and open the door and see what's behind it.
I don't mind.
That can work too.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Frida
Is
will
Frida
wait for the
opening it?
rest of the party to get into position
Yep.
and then allow him to open the door.
Yeah, Galama will have a bow out, so will Gordomar and India can be closer because she just melee fighting. The brother Faribald is hanging back because he doesn't have anything that can fight close, but Esgar is there with his sword.
I'm staying
Also has
way
a
back
bow.
here by this other door.
I have
But-
noticed.
Sessa has a bow, but he also has other things going for him.
Yep. I guess everyone is ready.
And I let Asgar open the door.
Like, I can run back to Soren and shoot now at the same time.
He opens the door. What is
Dun, dun,
behind the
dun.
door? There's nothing here, he says. There's just more pots. But there's another set of doors. I guess everybody's getting ready for the next door.
Is there anything else in this room?
No, it's just more pots like in the former room.
Okay.
Well, so that would have been the
before.
best cliffhanger and also the worst.
Yeah, that was the worst, I think. Okay, I'll open up. And so he opens the door.
Oh, no. I see the circles on the floor.
Yeah. And out of the debris, there is indeed a thing. I guess you'll have to take a step in. It
Oh.
comes out of a big
Oh, yeah,
pile
no.
of junk. It looks absolutely demonic. There's no doubt in your mind that it looks demonic. This thing is half scorpion, half lion. A lion torso with scorpion legs and a scorpion tail. And is it a human face that is screaming at you and coming towards you? And that's the cliffhanger we're using.
Answers to these questions and more
Will
next
come
time.
Next time.
Rita's just like, I've seen worse.
Yes.
He's like, I'm pretty sure I wake up in the morning looking worse some days.
It's just another Sunday.
Just another Sunday in these forbidden lands.
Just exactly.
I
we're
was
used to
promised
fighting
milk and honey.
monsters. We're used to fighting monsters. Yeah, well.
There's a reason I'm way back here.
There is indeed. I am
There's a
not
reason
surprised
Frida
at all.
said, hold on, let the magic users and bow users get in position before we open the goddamn door.
Exactly.
Hold
Well, there
on
had
for
to
one
be
more
some
day.
kind of monster somewhere. All
Almost
right.
like we've done this before.
It's your adventures, your experienced adventures by this time.
What they tell us.
You have done things before. I can say that this particular adventure site, I've played it with rookie adventures before, and it has ended in the past with a TPK.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah.
But you are not rookie adventures, and I'm kind of curious to see what difference that will make. I'm sure it will make quite a considerable difference. But this is still a deadly game. If you get a critical injury, you're in trouble. All right, so great. I hope to see everyone in 2 weeks from now, when we will see how this demonic lion scorpion thing might fare against experienced adventurers in Weatherstone.
I look forward to murdering it
And
violently.
what Brainer's going to try and claim from it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey, I'm gonna do what I can.
Do you have
And I'm
an
sure
empty
that-
vial?
Esgar will be very helpful, and so will all the other NPCs.
Yeah, totally.
Eskar's gonna get himself killed.
That is the hope. I mean, it'd be terrible if that happened.
That's how he helps, right?
It would, in fact, be super terrible that he is directly in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah, weird, you know, like when a duke took 2 arrows that from nowhere that one time.
Right?
He accidentally fell on some arrows.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They just have to be
12
falling
times.
through the sky.
12 yeah, he had it
The-
coming. Boom, boom. Anyway,
I
They're-
don't plan on using him as a meat shield at all.
There's nothing that will tie Esgar's death to the Duke's death because Esgar, I can hit with 3 arrows.
If I don't push him into the demon first.
There you
Oh,
go.
no. You not only can you hit him with 3 arrows, you can hit him with 3 of someone else's arrows.
That's right.
So I'm pretty sure your entire quiver is now made up of arrows that were not originally made by you, for you.
Yep.
It was Galame all the time.
I have plausible deniability.
Yell me in the
Exactly.
tower with the bow.
Exactly.
All right. Good night,
Right.
folks.
Good night.
See you, folks.
Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.
See you.